afternoon to all. Welcome to this another National Emergency Operations Center briefing. This presentation will focus on some of the responsibilities of the inbound traveler. Now, customs charges and transportation. Inbound travelers will be responsible for the payment of any customs fees, charge, and goods imported into the Federation. Travelers will be responsible for payment of fees for transportation from the port of entries, whether it be by air or sea, to the place of abode. Persons traveling to Nevis will also bear the responsibility of paying for their transportation via land and also via sea. The reason I am advising on this is persons do enter the Federation and they come with the expectation that the government or the National COVID-19 Task Force will be paying for these services. Please know that these services is your responsibility. Accommodations, the inbound traveler will be responsible for making their reservation at a COVID-19 certified and approved accommodation. The National COVID-19 Task Force will not be making reservation for anyone. Please note you are responsible for making your own reservations. The traveler will also be responsible for all fees associated with the accommodation for the period of quarantine or vacationing in place. Meals and personal services. Travelers will be responsible for arrangement of meals during the period of quarantine. Travelers are also responsible for any services associated with being in quarantine as it regards to meals and personal services such as laundry and everything else. Testing. Travelers will be responsible for the payments of the RT-PCR COVID-19 tests and any other medical services that you may require. Please note that these are your responsibilities. Custom charges and transportation, accommodations, meals and personal services, and testing. Again, you would have heard Superintendent Henry speak to the sporting community. We continue to appeal to the sporting community to do the necessary to stay safe on and off the field by ensuring that you follow the protocols. That is very critical. And anyone within the sporting community that is desirous of hosting any type of events as it regards to sports, please note that you must seek permission from the Ministry of Sports. Please note that you must seek permission from the Ministry of Sports. This evening at approximately 6:30, there will be a meeting with the homeowners for the Fort Tyson Rise area in Frigate Bay. The venue for this meeting will be at the Royal St. Kitts Hotel Conference Room, and it will begin at 6:30 p.m. The purpose for this meeting is to have a conversation with the engineers who are investigating this incident and for us to map the roadway forward for recovery. The weather outlook as we approach the end of the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season. So far, we have experienced 30 Atlantic storms for the 2020 hurricane season that will end on the 30th of November. This surpasses the record set in 2005, where 28 storms were experienced in 2005. The weather forecast for St. Kitts and Nevis for tonight we have a 20% or slight chance of showers for tonight. So basically we should have a very beautiful night tonight. And the sunset for today will be 5:35 p.m. and sunrise tomorrow is 6:22 a.m. I want to give special commendation to Mr. Ernest Amri and the American Bakery family for their continued contribution to nation building through supporting social programs. On his birthday, he would have given away 5,000 meals. And this act of patriotism and love for country are continued to be commended and lauded. I want to appeal to the taxi operators in particular and citizens and residents of this country. We have been experiencing a challenge whereby family members of inbound passengers continue to somewhat stalk the taxi operators when they are taking the inbound passengers from the airport to the place of abode, and they are flagging them down and attempting to stop them to engage with the family. This is a dangerous practice, and we're asking persons to cease and desist from doing so. Our teams are patrolling along with the police, with the security forces, and being in breach of this, you may cause the taxi operator to lose his license to operate, and also you're endangering yourself, your family, and everyone else. We are asking persons to please cease and desist from this such practice. Thank you.